Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Tammy. This is Happiness Created. I have a really great video to share with you today, so let's jump into it. I am so excited about this video. I am collabing with Devin from Freckled Mom. Can you believe it? I'm so excited. Anyway, so we thought we'd get together and do a New England winter collab. So I am in New Hampshire. I will leave Devin to tell you where she is if she plans to. I hope that you enjoy this video and a little piece of New Hampshire. So with that said, let's get into it. So for this first project, I'm taking these blocks that I got. It was in a 3-pack at the Target dollar spot. They were $3, and I'm going to take 4 of them. And I am going to paint them all with my Waverly white chalk paint. So once those are all painted, I did the front, the back, all the sides. I'm gonna take some of this water slide paper and I printed off some moose, which are abundant up here. Although I do have to say, I've lived here my entire life and I have never seen one in the wild before. So that is definitely on my bucket list. So anyways, I'm going to take 2 of these blocks and I'm going to put 2 of the moose on those 2 blocks. And then for the other 2 blocks, I am going to put the 2 pictures that I have of the old man of the mountain. Now, I used to love going to see him when I was a kid and even, a young adult. And then he fell. He fell from the mountain. I was so heartbroken. It actually happened on May 3rd, 2003. So for one of the blocks, I put the picture as he was, and then I took another picture where the portion that fell is kind of faded a little. You'll see in the reveal. But anyways, it was very heartbreaking for all of us who live in New Hampshire and grew up driving up there for 2 hours to go and see him. So anyways, just a little piece of New Hampshire on these blocks. So as you can see here, I ended up tearing this water slide. I was so upset, but I did end up just putting a little bit of black paint in that area, and I do end up covering it with Mod Podge and some of the fake snow, so you really can't see it. And so here's where I take some of the Mod Podge and just kind of go over the pictures. And then you can see the fake snow right there to the right that I end up sprinkling on. And that is it for this project. I think they came out so beautiful. I really, really like these. Let me know what you guys think. I think they came out great. So for this next project, I'm taking two of these Dollar Tree home decor pieces, signs, whatever you want to call them. And I try to take the frames off, and I don't have much luck with them. So I decide that I am just going to pull off what I can. I'm going to paint the inside and around the edges of the outside. And then I do end up, I don't show it, but I do end up covering the back in the craft paper. So again, I'm using the white Waverly chalk paint, and I paint the entire inside and again, the outside rim of the frame, if you want to call it a frame. And then I take some of the Waverly Antique Wax, and I am just going to do a dry brush over all of the edges and the inside of the frame. And as you can see, I dumped out a whole lot more than I wanted to. So I'm just putting it back in the bottle. And then while those are drying up, I'm just going to cut out these two pieces that I printed out on the water slide paper as well. So this first picture is of the summit of Mount Washington, and that is where the coldest temperature in New Hampshire was ever recorded. In 1885, it was negative 50 degrees Fahrenheit. No, thank you. So anyway, I have this printed out on the water slide paper. I ripped this one as well. I think I just didn't let them soak long enough. So next time I will do that. So anyway, I did manage to get it on there, and it looks halfway decent. So I'll take that. And then this second one is a picture of the bowl at Tuckerman's Ravine. I actually chose this picture because when I was a teenager, I climbed up Mount Washington to this bowl. It was like a 3-hour hike, and obviously I was in much better shape than I am now and much younger. So but it was a great time. I was able to climb up the ravine as well, or up the bowl, I should say, and slide down. I had some snow pants on, so it was very slippery. It was kind of icy up there because it's so cold. And yeah, so I had a lot of fun doing that, and just a memory I'll always have. So I love this picture. I struggled to get it on, but once I did, it looks pretty good. So then I just take some of this thin buffalo check, black and white buffalo check ribbon from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to wrap it around the outside of both of these pictures. Once that's done, I take some of this twine and I kind of glue it in the center of that ribbon and wrap it around each of the frames. And then I do that little finger bow thing. I wrap it around two of my fingers, make a little bow, and just glue it to the top of each of these pictures. And then I go over both of the pictures with some Mod Podge, and I add some more of that sparkly fake snow. And that's it for these two pictures. I love how they came out, even though they got torn and there's a little bit of some creasing going on. I think they're beautiful. I hope you like them too. Let me know what you think. So as I said earlier, I am collabing with Devin from Freckled Mom. This is New England winter, and I will have her link for her video and her channel in my description box down below. Go check her out. She is so amazing and so much fun. Let's get back to the crafts. So I have this frame that I got at the Target dollar spot. It has two plastic pieces. One of them has like a film over it, so I thought they both did, so I'm like struggling to find it, but clearly it's not there, so I just move on. And I am going to take one of these plastic pieces and I am going to paint it with some brown paint. I did 2 coats of the brown paint, and once that dried, I am taking this crackle from, I want to say, oh, here we go. It's folk art. There you go. So I'm just going to paint some of this. Yeah, I don't know what it is, like a glaze or something. I'm going to put that on there, and then you have to wait for that to completely dry before you go on to the next step. And then I take some of the white Waverly chalk paint and I just do a quick coat right over the glaze that I put on, that crackle glaze. And wait until you see this. This is absolutely awesome. I think it's so cool how this happens. So just watch. I did use my heat gun to dry it, and look at how cool this is, guys. I love using this stuff. I think it's amazing. So now I'm just taking a piece of vinyl and I cut out the old man in the mountain, the old man of the mountain, with my Cricut, and I am just going to place it on top of the piece of plastic that I did not paint. And then I cut out the wording that just says the old man of the mountain, and I'm just going to transfer that right underneath the profile. And then I just take the two pieces, stack them together, slide it back into the picture frame, and that's it for this project. This was so simple, but this is by far my favorite. I absolutely love this project. Let me know what you think. Okay, the last project here. I'm taking this picture frame that I got at the Dollar Tree. I think it's like a 10 by 10. I think, I'm not positive. So I am just going to take out the backing, and then I have this paper that I'm going to use, and I am just going to trace it out and cut it out. And then I'm just gonna pop it in the frame, put the backing on, and flip it over. No, that's not it. So I went on to my Cricut. I actually went to Etsy and purchased this file, and I cut it out with my Cricut. It is the shape of New Hampshire, and it's got a bunch of little pictures in there, like it says New Hampshire, and then our slogan, live free or die, and then it just has like some a snowmobile and a moose and pail and like a pail and shovel for our coastline, and just things that represent New Hampshire. And then I am just going to take my transfer tape and I'm just going to try to center it as best I can in this frame and just put it right on top of the glass. And then I'm just taking my paintbrush and I'm just doing like a really quick dry brush on the frame. And I thought it was kind of hard to see, but now I'm looking at the video. It doesn't look too bad, but I had a hard time seeing it. So I just went over it with some of the brown paint that I used in the previous project. And then I just took a wipe and wiped off the glass around the vinyl. And once I get that all cleaned up, that's it for this project. I absolutely love this project as well. I guess I love them all. I mean, you know, I prefer the warm weather, but New Hampshire really is a beautiful place to live. Let me know what you think of this one. I want to thank Devin for teaming up with me for this collab. I thought it was a really great idea. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a great big thumbs up for me. It really helps me out. If you're new, if you're coming over from Devin's channel, welcome. I hope that you will consider sticking around and hit that subscribe button. And don't forget the bell so you'll be notified every time I upload a video. And share with your family and friends. And I will see you next time.